I'm Conrad Angel Corral, and this is the art of Cathedral City. In today's segment, we're going to meet two of our local artists. We're going to start here with Lisa Loudin, who has a gallery here on the Perez Art District, and then we're going to the private gallery of Kathleen Struckoff. We're here inside of the gallery of Lisa Loudin at her drafting table where all the magic happens. Is that correct?
That would be correct.
And I just want to show our viewers very quickly a very small, actually, version of your art inside of this pine cone. Is that correct? What would you tell our audience? What's inside this?
Within the pine cones, I'll see little images. This one is little city buildings, and then the other ones, I saw rhinos, I saw cows, so it's they're just playful.
One of the things I find very interesting, especially about this art, is that even though there may be a pine cone, or you maybe can see behind us a tree, inside of those pieces are actually more art inside them. Is that something that you've done from the beginning, or is this something that you've kind of learned and now it's part of your world?
Well, it evolved. It started with a little card, and I just wrote a single word on a card, and then I was doodling around it. From there, I just started doing words and lyrics and things that uplift me in the pieces, and I think words have energy, so.
And I think also if you're happy with it, if it thrills you, then it's going to definitely make us happy out there who may be buying these pieces of art. So tell us a little bit about your history.
Well, actually I'm a transplant from Illinois, and we've been here since 2020.
We're very happy that you're here, but how comes Cathedral City?
You know, it's interesting because we looked at other places, but we liked Cathedral City. It's 6 miles to downtown Palm Springs, 6 miles to downtown Palm Desert, and I love that I'm 2 minutes away from the studio.
How did pencil and pen become your thing?
Well, it's interesting because that little card that I started with, I started doing more advanced or larger scale pen and ink drawing.
How do you learn to write and design so small?
It came to me intrinsically, I guess. I mean, I work with these tiny pens. I mean, it's the tiniest tip that you can get in these micron pens. So it's kind of like working with a needle in some ways. So most of these trees I've met in person. This one lives in my neighborhood in Cathedral City. This tree is in Palm Springs on Palm Canyon. And that one is actually lives up in front of a property in Pismo Beach. This is a metal print of the piece I did called Our Journey here, and it tells a story, and basically it's my story of getting to California, but it starts in Illinois and head to California. So if you look closely, you're going to find little pictures.
So why don't you tell our viewers about how they can come in here and take a look at the gallery? When are you here? What are your hours? And of course, definitely provide us with your webpage so they can go online and see who you are also.
Okay, well, I'm here most days of the week, but you can come in. The studio is open from Thursday through Saturday. I'm here 11 to 3. I open the door, and or by destiny. You're welcome to come in whenever you like. My website is lisaloudinink.com, and I'd love to show you around, and you really need to see them up close and personal in order to really appreciate what's going on.
Most definitely. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate your time, and of course, we love that you're here in Cathedral City.
Thank you.
As you can tell, we have changed locations, and we are now here with Kathleen Struckoff in her personal gallery outside of Cathedral City. However, you're coming to Cathedral City. Tell us a little bit about that.
I'll be showing you a new space there on Perez. It's called the Alberto Garcia Uria Gallery, and it's in that strip where all the artists are. Our debut of the new gallery there that I'll be showing at will be on October 18th for the Modernism Art District tour.
And it's my understanding you have a bit of a connection to Cathedral City. Everyone has a story on why they're at Cathedral City.
Yep.
Why don't you share that with us?
Yeah, so I've been a painter for a very long time, but my mom I think it was around 2015, she was living at a manufactured home community up on Date Palm in Cathedral City. So I spent a lot of time with her, fell in love with the the manufactured homes and how colorful they were and tricked out they were. I paint out a lot on location. So I would just take my little paint box and paint all over her park there, and just fell in love with the area. And that's kind of when I discovered the Perez group.
So there's a nice little history, and
Yes.
you're coming home.
I'm coming home, yes.
That's great. So speaking of kind of traveling around, let's do some traveling around
Okay.
your studio here, because as you can see behind me, there are colors in all direction, and I love that. And that's kind of one of your things. Also,
Yes.
you work in bold colors.
I do. I'm what they call a colorist.
A colorist, all
So
right.
I say I'm a modern impressionism colorist. I call this hiding in plain sight. So I'm always really fascinated with whatever town I'm in, whether it's a big city or a little town, the industrial areas.
Where is this?
This is the back of
The estate sale.
the estate sales
on 111.
on 111.
Now, who would have think to paint the back of this?
Yeah.
But look at how beautiful that is.
Yeah, at a certain time of day, I'm just really, again, it's the colors and the shadow and light, and the shadows were really dark in there. I have an obsession with painting old motels, sometimes in cities that are still in where the motel, I love those old vintage motels.
Yeah.
There's signs. To
There's
me,
a structure to them that's
oh
really
my
interesting.
God, yeah,
Yes.
the whole architecture is cool. But I really love the abandoned ones. So this is your typical abandoned one in the middle of nowhere. And there's a lot along Route 66, but there's a lot just out here all over the California desert.
If
you
you
know?
look, you can see them.
You see
Right,
them,
right.
and I've just been obsessed with those. I am a oil painter, and I mostly use palette knife. I'll even use, I'm looking over here, let's see real quick. Sometimes people get horrified with this. Sometimes I'll use this one, sometimes I'll use even a bigger one.
And what does that do? Why is that an instrument?
It's a very physical, you get a lot of texture. So if you look a lot of my paintings, some are a little smoother, but some of them, like this is up in Yucca Valley, a little store there, and you see a lot of texture. You just can get this feeling of the place, especially like a desert scene that's just chunky and wild and raw. And you can do it really quick. I'm a real vigorous, fast painter. I'm like painting in the moment.
Thank you for welcoming us to this space.
Yeah.
I've known Kathleen for quite some time and have seen her at various other locations. I had no idea this was your world here. So thank you for welcoming us in.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in Cathedral City.
Yeah, I can't wait. Thanks for coming.
My pleasure.
All right.